Osansan Mongu, Yendi, and Ketikrachi are part of the long history of migration, Fatau Chingbanja, as it was referred to in one of the poems of Malam Umaru Karaki, who died in 1937. The Yoruba chapter, which is the subject of this presentation, is as checkered as the Hausa one. Yorubas have been associated with the Gold Coast, especially Accra, for hundreds of years. Oral tradition having it that the Gans migrated from Ile-Ife. Perhaps that is how come the people of Jamestown share cultural similarities with the Yorubas. A few months ago, the Gamanche, King Taki Teku Chru II, visited Ile-Ife, a historical journey of unquantifiable significance. He stayed there for a number of days, and it is very, very critical in our study of history of the relationship between the Gans and the Yorubas. Osu Alata, a segment of Osu in Accra, should be laden with an unexploited trove of history for scholars of anthropology. Some historians think that the first wave of Yorubas to land here did so in about 1625. Some of them were said to have served as laborers when the Christian Borg was being built. Yorubas are noted for their trading skills and are part of the history of the Gold Coast and now Ghana, their association traceable to the days of the construction of the castles and later Captain Glover's 600 houses and the little wars of Ashantis in which the British used Yorubas, houses and kanuris as soldiers or infantrymen and carriers in the Gold Coast. The name of a certain Akerele was etched on a cenotaph, which stood prominently as one heads toward the Salaga market in Accra. A Yoruba company was referred to in one of the chronicles of the march towards Kumasi by British soldiers. After the disbandment of the fighting forces, most, if not all, the soldiers who were brought in by the British from the Lagos colony were resettled in the Gold Coast, while some chose to live in said golden mining areas like Takwa. Others settled elsewhere in the Gold Coast parts like Accra and Kumasi, many of them in Sofo line in the Garden City.
Objection, my lord. Then, how did they even talk? And then, objection, my lord. Then the lawyer will come to say, objection overruled or something. Hey, do you have any questions? If you have any questions, then do you want to educate us? Because these people Yoruba claiming that Yoruba are bringing up their history between Ghana, which is especially the Gan people. That this is the Yoruba history between Ghana and Nigeria. The Yoruba in Nigeria and Ghana, they have, say where good thing they come, then you started having a relative. if you good thing no they come, they will not be relative. When good thing don't started and anybody want to associate themselves with good thing, then the relationship, how they call them, history started coming up because people want to associate with the good thing that is happening. So now, in this case now, come and tell us what you know. Come and tell us what you know about the history. Come and tell us. It's not about fighting dragon. We are here to educate one another. Come and tell us what you know. We are waiting for you to tell us. Okay, let's move.
My first greetings goes to Ni Agula, who is the chairman for this occasion. Then to Oba Asua, who is also here. Other dignitaries, chiefs, queen mothers, who has come here to grace this occasion. To invite somebody to come at this time is not easy because the weather is not welcoming. For somebody, this is not a weekend. Maybe you come to work, you come late, and then there's another invitation waiting for you. So behalf of the organizers and the Yoruba community in general, as the sayings go, say, "Ake dameba lady and abuchemeba beke." The Gans has always been our brothers and sisters. They came forward. They came first, the Gans, and they came and see that, oh, here is good. Then they call us, my brothers, you can join us. You know, they are not selfish. If you look at Accra, see how many people have come to build in Accra from north, from the south, from the east. They are very accommodating. The Ghanaian people are very, very, very kind people. We will always be grateful to them. We welcome our forefathers. They give them land at Okanshi, Lagos town, other places, which today has become commercial entity. So we shall never, never be ungrateful. If you say, but why? And only in town of our family. Don't stay there. If I don't want you, if I don't want you, try to go home, guy. Be a capital. Be a capital. Mon frère, mon bien, if you're sky and you can grow the gas. One dying Shiwa. Me too, I'm a gun because I was born and bred here. I can write gun. I can do everything. So Ga is my second language, apart from the Yoruba. So we thank the organizers. Normally, when an event like this is happening, we just rush. You just see invitation on the 17th. They are giving award, but in this case, this is a media gathering. So we'll see. So you can tell me that from look of things, the day will be very great. So may God help them. And when the time comes, when they are calling the register, no name will be missing. Don't you say me? Me, I don't want my name to be missing. So me, you can say, that's it was with us when we are doing the media, this thing, but no. It will never happen like that. God will program like that. And when we live here, we pray to Allah, to Almighty God, that everybody should reach his home peacefully and peacefully. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mungo de Okoa, to us, I want the cooking and that. Mungo de Muku. I say, I declare.
According to the Yorubas, in the whole Ghana, Gans are always their brothers. What do you think about it? Gans are their brothers. Do you agree with it or no? According to them, and they're saying the truth. Say Gans are always their brothers. But in case you want to reach out to me and you want to educate us more about it, reach out to me. I'm waiting for you. Let's move on to the next video.
Greetings to everyone. I just watching one of the video about a brother from Ghana and a sister from Libya. And according to my brother from Ghana, he's saying that you should not help Nigerians. Yeah, but sometimes, I've lived with Nigeria in Holland here. I've lived with them, Nigerians in Holland, in my own apartment. And if I tell you what the Nigerians did to me, you will not believe it. But you see, this world, there's bad people have spoiled the good people way. So now we don't know the good people and we don't know the bad people. But that is not mean that if somebody needs help, you will not help. If you can help, please help. Don't look at the person where he's coming from, whether it's from where. Don't look that, but just clean your heart that you want to help and you are helping for God. You are not helping for the human being. Those people who you do them good, these are the people they reward you bad, but God has rewarded you badly. So what I want to say to my brother, don't You don't have to come to YouTube, the national TV, and say that we should not help Nigeria of whatever it is. Some part you are right, but if you look at the Nigerians, you will never help Nigeria because of what they do. Recently, one of the Nigerian girl came to TV in Ghana, YouTube, and he's saying that she studied in Accra in school, and the Nigerian boys, they pay more money to the Ghana girls, so the Ghana girls want Nigerian boys, and Ghana boys are stingy, they don't pay money. This girl, I can tell right in your face that you are gold digger. You went to school to learn. You didn't went to school to make a boyfriend and girlfriend. Your parents are struggling for you to pay your school fees so that you become a somebody for future. But now you came to TV and encourage the Ghana girls that they should follow a Nigerian boys. The Nigerian brothers are there in Ghana. They sell a phone cover. Most of them are drug dealers. We see them, but we don't talk. Some of them also, they are doing business. So what is your problem if the Ghana guys, the Ghana guys, you know how much I give you to my woman? Why you come to TV and you say that Ghana boys are stingy, are pepe, to glorify that the Nigeria boys? You see, this is what happened to Abigail. She followed money and went to Nigeria, and they kill her. You see, I don't blame my government. Why Abigail dead? My government don't do anything because she's fault. In the Ghana there is so many things you can do in the Ghana there. There is so many things you can. In Ghana, they don't have rich people there. Ghana, they have rich people there. So if you want your friend, you went with her to Nigeria. For the first place, what came to your mind? You went with your friend to Nigeria. I don't understand this. Some of our brothers from Nigeria always they come to TV and dragging Ghana for a what they call it, cookathon and football. And you see, if you see how this guy come and laugh at Ghanaians on YouTube, it's like this man is a mad guy. It's a total stupid guy because you don't have sense. Look at the Nigeria now. The Naira is dead. We need to pray and find a strong man of God to reverse Naira, because Naira is dead. You cannot sit down and come together and force your president to do right for the country. And always when you come to TV, some bullshit things and then you're laughing at Ghana. They take light and this, that. My brother, let me tell you something. We Africa, we make ourselves enemies. You understand? That's why the brother is annoyed to say that they should not help Nigerians. They should leave Ghana alone. And we should sit down and thinking that we are one brothers. We should not dragging each other for unnecessary things. Because if you do it, it's like always you after somebody, and the person that you don't respect him, how can the person to help you? One guy is living in Ghana, I don't know his name, is Ferga. Anytime you come to TV, Ghana is that, Ghana is this, Ghana is that, Ghana is this. How many times you see a Ghana man come to Nigeria and seduce Nigeria people? It's never happening. It never happened. So my brother, if you want the people to, nobody will say that you sit down and say Ghanaians are not good. Ghanaians don't like Nigeria people because of what you do. I'm a Ghana brother. I'm from Ghana, but I love Nigeria people. Apart from even the things that they do to me, they still have a good one. Nigeria, the good ones are there. Sometimes I communicate with them. So all what I want to say is, we should love each other and stop teasing each other and sit down and planning to do right thing, to force our government to do the unnecessary things for our country, so that we will be happy in our homeland. So my brother, what I want to say, let's become one, okay? and stopping chasing ourselves, because the YouTube is going so far, it's spreading quick information, and anything is happening, the white people are sitting down and say, look at these monkeys, they are fighting. And the white people love that. Anytime when we are dragging each other, look at the Chinese children. Look at the Chinese children. Look at the American children. They are in school. They're thinking how to make something better to help their country. But they don't come to TV and joke other people whereby your country is not going good. Whereby your country, even just water you don't have. Whereby your country, even electricity is not going well. But you can have time to come to TV and laugh at somebody and laugh him until death, like somebody who's sleeping with his sisters and his mother and his brother. All what I want to say that stop doing that kind of bullshit things, okay? And let Africans become one, and don't try to come to TV and subdue somebody for his country, because the country that you are living there, that is the country that is giving you eating the country, you drinking water in the country. How can you come to the TV and every time you the Biana will bog a Ghana say, you think you'll be a blessing there? This one go to the Ghana girls. They should watch out for those who are mingling with them. Because if you follow money like what this gold digger come and say, Ghana girls, Ghanaian boys are stingy and this, Nigeria boys they pay this, that. Me, I work for government. Before end of month they pay me. So if me, I give you 100 euros per month, it's a lot of money I give it, because how much is my payment? But the person who kidnap person, so the person who sell drug, the person who is doing armed robbery, if he give you money, you don't care about it. But remember, one day also will cut your head to sell it, so that I will get more money, because if you want more money, you get more funding. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye. I hope you learned something for it. So, Mr. Manager, that is it. Okay? Africans, we need to become one. We need to stop dragging each other unnecessary thing. Stop to call somebody every name that you want. The country that you are living, you need to bless that country. Be a human being, don't be animal. You came to somebody's country and you come, you can do anything in the country. What a nice people. And you sit talking bullshit against in the country. You think only Nigeria people live in Ghana there? Togolese are not there. Ivory Coast are not there. Gambians are not there. You hear for them? Don't say Ghanaians don't rent a room for Nigerians. If you do good, they will give you a room, okay? Even they will give you mansion. We are all one love to Ghana and Nigeria and the rest of Africa. We don't hit anybody. So before you come to the national TV, mind your speak. You have to know how to speak. The Nigerians who are doing good there, you don't see they are happy?
Hello and good afternoon, Mr. Niger. I am making this audio recording specifically making reference to that Ghanaian guy who spoke yesterday, insulting the Gans that they want to collaborate with the Yorubas of Nigeria for them to be given a land in Ghana so that they can settle. I mean the Yorubas of Nigeria. Well, and he was insulting the Gans that when they were fighting for, I'm sure he's an Akan, when they were fighting for the liberation of Ghana, where were the Gans? And then I think he said something like a proverb. He says, a river that has they rescued you or saved you, you shouldn't just call it, a common river. Well, before the Gans have lived in their present destination, that's Accra, in the 16th century, from the 16th century, that's the 1500s. and the Asantis came. So let me say, the Gans arrived in Ghana, today Ghana, about 550 years ago. And the Akans in general arrived in Ghana between 800 to 300 years ago. They came systematically. They came, in bits. So a period of 800 to 300. So within that 500 years, they migrated slowly to the present day Ghana. So now, when he's talking about, that means Gans were in Ghana before some part of Akans came to settle in Ghana. My mother is a Ga from Usu. I was born in Accra, Usu. I also live in the diaspora. My father is half Asante, half Guan, Okre, Okonfanochi area there. My father's mother is from that area, and then his father is an Asante from Asante Mampong. I was born in Accra. I'm not so fluent in the Twi, even though I can speak Twi, but I'm very fluent in Ga, the Ga dialect or language. This Ghanaian guy who made he has a very bitter heart. We know Nigerians are not, behaving well in Ghana. But then he shouldn't come on social media to use words like stupid, foolish, and it tells a lot about who he is, his personality. To the extent of insulting the Ghanaians, they should go back to Nigeria. Look, I want to tell him that if he says that when they were fighting for Ghana, what year specifically were they fighting for Ghana? Or is he talking about tribal wars? Asantes fighting Achims, these people fighting these people, this tribe fighting this tribe. That is not the liberation. That's not fighting for the liberation of Ghana. You see, the Gans arrived in Ghana from the region of Lake Chad to their present destination, Ghana, in the 16th century. That is the 1500s. The Akans arrived between 11th to 18th century. That is from 1200 to 1700. Okay. The Gans arrived in Ghana under the leadership of Ayikushi. They came from Kush, Egypt, that way. How much you got? Wagame Jemewaje in Waba in the 16th century, in the 1500s. Ni tree be a Mohammed Nameje. Ni before ni tree be a bar. I am a the Guans. In Papa, Mami side be. They were there before the Asantis and all those Achims came to arrive in Ghana. They were knowing you. The guy who was speaking should know his history well before he comes out to spew hatred. All of you should go back to where you came from. No. The Gas, King Ayikushi, when he led the Gas to Ghana, he started ruling from 1510. 1510, over 180 years before Kumasi was founded, before Nana Osei Tutu the first ruled the Asante people. The Ga people, they organized before Osei Tutu even founded Kumasi. I want him to know that. Before the Gas were united, the Akans were, tribal wars, small bits, tribal wars. They were not even united. Now, if he is saying that, let me put it this way, if he's talking about the liberation of Ghana, then maybe he's talking about the fight for independence. And if we should talk about the fight for independence, I think Gas played a bigger role. Wagame, we played a bigger role. The mini spark Naka independence. What sparked that independence? It was Usumanche. Nitaki Bone. Kwame Nkrumah collaborated with Nitaki Bone. Nike Ukwe Big Six say, we have two Gas. Ubeche Belamte, and Akwaje. And it was Akwaje who schooled with Kwame Nkrumah at Lincoln University. There was legit money. He introduced Kwame Nkrumah to the UGCC. He was a Ghan man, a Ghan man. Ghans have played a very big role in Ghanaian history. Inti that guy now no ba social media now or you biana or sorry I will say stupid, Nigeria foolish, Nigerians are demons, Nigerians are that. We don't talk like that, Mr. Man. We don't talk like that. Your heart is full of hate. We all know. We are all Ghanaians. We all know say Nigerians are not doing good in Ghana. Not only in Ghana, all over the world. But you cannot come on social media and spew hate and you are demons, we hate you, we've never liked you. Maybe you never liked them, but there are those of us who like them. They are good Nigerians too. I want you to know they are good Nigerians, just as they are good Ghanaians, and they are bad Ghanaians, just as they are bad Nigerians too. Please stop that your hate. Because not all Ghanaians are like you. Ghana be fiantomobo. Eche your dreaming, John. Eche your dreaming too much. Call you by heart. Bog below that baby, stupid. Nanado neke. Me supporting Nanado. In like no Nanado fear, he supporting Nanado. But you just can't come on social media and then insult everybody as if you never had a dad who trained you at home. It's not good. Behave. You are misbehaving. You just can't insult special people and tag them that they are all bad. They are good Nigerians. I'm telling you, I want you to know they are very good Nigerians. If you don't know. I'm not advocating say Yoruba should come and live in Ghana, say because they are part of Ghana, but they all come from the same ethnic group. The Dangbes, the Yorubas, from the Benin Republic, how do you call it? Benin or whatever in Nigeria. Me, I've never stepped foot on Nigerian soil. They come from Benin in Nigeria. That's the Yoruba Ileife. And there are some part of these people also in Togo. The same ethnic group. So then say if the Ga say, I'm against what the Ga chief is doing. But don't come and insult Ghans in general. Don't generalize everything. Say, in Krafo, for the liberation of Ghana. What are you telling us? The Ghans had their first chief about 180 years before the Asante state was founded. The Ghans had their first king in 1510, King Ayikushi from Kush. That is where they came from. 180 years before the Asante, Osei Tutu, ruled, how do you call it, the Asante people. Even he was ruling, even Ayikushi was ruling before Nana Chum and Enchi. He was ruling about 160, so many years before, how do you call it, what's his name? Chum and Enchi, before Kobia Memfi and then Utia Kenten. Way before Usetutu came to rule. So don't tell us, don't come on social media and then talk as if we are all illiterates. Do you know how many people are on Mr. Bandage's channel all over the world? Tons of Ghanaians all over the world, and Nigerians too. We all live abroad, and I'm sure you live outside too. You are in the diaspora. You are living in somebody's country and then ranting over people living in your country. What are you talking about? The Ghana should go back to where they came from, and this thing, we the Ghanaians, we saved you, or something like we fought for our liberation. You never fought for any liberation. You were fighting tribal wars. The Akans were fighting tribal wars, and before the Akans came here, there were people who embraced the Akans to live in Ghana. And that were the Gwans, Okonfanochi's people, the Okre, Latte, Asisieso, Edukrum, Eukugwa, Dewu. Those people, the Gwans, all the Gwans all over Ghana, they received you people, they embraced you people. So don't talk as if Ghana was made for you. People migrated from other places before they came to settle. They had their final destinations. You came from somewhere before you arrived in Ghana. The Ghanaians came from somewhere before they arrived. So don't say when we were fighting for, you never fought for anything before. You were fighting tribal wars. The Asantis were fighting at Chims. There was nothing like even Kumasi. There was nothing like Kumasi. I only debate with my equals, the others I teach. One Wakaba social media ni obayiwe no kutomo nye he beni nye ba nye jehe ni nye jeni nye ba umi me ye Ghana omo da ni nye ba na kana beni game hum ba me ye Ghana omo da na me ba ni before the ni game ba no me you people were not fighting for the liberation of Ghana. There was nothing like Ghana. If you know you all beni nye ba, there was nothing like Ghana. Tribes ni in the minute mofia monto space ni ifo can be the ifo me family can be mofia monto space o beni game ba the first gamanche iba 15 it rule actually kina ikushi iba rule 1510 about 180 years before Asante Kingdom was founded. Nso no manu ni oba wie no koni oba je game in general. The person say we yet in Cranford in general. You can't do that. Now, if you are talking, you have to articulate yourself well. You have to articulate yourself well. When you get gamefeni, okay, you guys are stupid. And what do you mean by that? This is a vulgar language. Please. Gana be feni, a chain your treatment. And you Ghana phone yana, or time where you come. So what you say now? Okay, thank you. And Mr. Niger, to continue. This goes to the same guy. When he is talking about the liberation of Ghana, it's so who say we have 3 national heroes. When you talk about that red in our flag, on our flag, that red doesn't depict those tribal wars. Was those tribal wars now Wokano? It was within the space called Ghana today. Tribal wars. But that red talks about external forces. The blood that we spilled through fighting the external forces, like the colonizers, the imperialists, the blood. And when we were fighting against the imperialists, the guns were there, the guns were there, and the guns fought gallantly. Big Six, like I said, in the Big Six, we have 2 guns and some chims, you know. Now, let's talk about that. National heroes. We have 3 national heroes. Those who fell when Governor Creasy, the then Gold Coast governor, in 1948, Governor Creasy, Gerald Creasy, when he ordered Colin Imrie, the policeman Colin Imrie, to shoot those 3 guys who fell were Sergeant Frederick Ajete, Udate Lamte, and Atipo. 2 guns, 1 away. So the guns are everywhere. I want you to know, guns are everywhere. 2 guns and 1 away spilled their blood. That is why we have that red flag. We don't say because Osei was fighting Ubriyebua, was fighting, all those tribal wars, internal conflicts. So mind your words. Don't be insulting people, stupid and foolish and demons. And no, we don't talk like that. If you talk about the first Ghanaian doctors, you talk about Gans, you talk about Nanka Bruce, And then Kwate Papa feel the Gans have played a major role in Ghanaian history. Major role in Ghanaian history. Asantis became popular because of the Battle of Asamanko, and then Sagranti War, the Battle of Asamanko 1824, the Sagranti War 1874, and then the Yasantua War, the 1900s. That's the War of the Golden Stool. So please, Jay or Fan, why I could school down. There are those of us who are also educated. You know, we know our history, we know our Ghanaian history. So I'm very hurt that you came on social media to say and stupid Gambi moon crowd for some you stupid more I say choir I say the river, the path that has saved your life before. You shouldn't call it just the path. Choir Jimudan or whatever. You know, you don't talk like that. What Gamen, no what Ghana, what Ghana biwa, what Ghana biwa. No naka wo yo show na be, wo yo show na. Ni bedi blofo cheme ba. Wo come deal, wo ke fanti cheme, wo come deal. Education was side yo. Fi be they are farmers. Can it be wo the ameke gold can ke maja di bi na ni blofo cheme hu be gold am small. Ona na me te amengo na me kam babu ne ke maja. You know, up and down, you know. She game wo bomoden wa jenche. Okay, fanti cheme. You understand? You call you no ko ka kishini game stupid guns, and I'm against what the government is doing. But don't insult gas in general. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Manager, yeah, I think I wanted to take a rest today, but still, because of the topic that came up this evening, I still need to answer and make some comments. Good evening, anyway. Good evening to everyone listening to your channel. Mr. Manager, there's nothing like Yoruba Ghanaians. They can't fake themselves and be part of Ghanaians. They better, I think you've said it already, they better build their own country. Nobody will recognize anything like Yoruba Ghanaians. Yoruba population cannot be part of Ghana population. Of course, I'm not a small boy. I'm a grown-up person. I'm a full-blooded Ghanaian. So I know the history of Ghana. At least I know the tribes we have in Ghana. There's nothing like Yoruba Ghanaians. And we don't have Ewe Ghanaians. We don't have Ivorian Ghanaians. We don't have Bukanabe Ghanaians. The Moshi people have been with Ghanaians. If I know my father, they have been, they took care of my father's village, my father's farm since I was born. Before I was born, of course. There's nothing like Yoruba Ghanaians. What don't any Ghanaian, no Ghanaian knows anything about Yoruba Ghanaians. There's nothing like, there's no tribe that's added Ghanaians, Kwapim Ghanaians, this kind Ghanaians. What kind of thing is that? If I don't normally, take interest in listening to so many, there are many things that I don't, because, it makes me feel sick. I'm a very quick-tempered person, naturally. So there are some things that I don't actually, pay attention to or maybe take interest in listening to. And so I haven't listened to the history, but common sense and basic knowledge tells me that there's nothing like Yoruba Ghanaians. It looks like, the guy who spoke, and finally you gave your appropriate conclusion in the form of an advice, that if they made, it gave me a sense of feeling that probably the Ga chief or the Ga king, whoever he is, I've been seeing him on videos. If he's backing the Yoruba, it's not going to work with Ghanaians. No. Ghana Parliament will not accept Yoruba Ghanaians or any other tribe that we don't know from the beginning. The ancestors don't have land there. Let's listen. If even the Gans originated from Yoruba in Nigeria and came to Ghana, that doesn't make Yorubas Ghanaians. Let me repeat. Even if the Gans originated from Yoruba in Nigeria before coming to Ghana, that doesn't make them Ghanaians. I think I said this in a different way, isn't it? It's just like if the Baole tribe that was as we know, originated from the Ghanaian tribe, Ashanti Kingdom, the Bali tribe in Ivory Coast. Even with whom we speak the same language, these people we speak, I can't speak the same language with. They can't come and claim Ghanaian citizenship. They can't because of the fact that they originated from Ghana and then when they look. So there are two things here we need to take notice of. One of the history, as I already knew before today's one, is that they came there, they were sent out there from by the British colonialists, our slave masters, to come there and serve their interests. That's two versions of the history I know about the Yorubas that I don't need to go waste time in going into details. Coming there to fight for British interests, like the houses came, do not make Yorubas Ghanaians. Okay, can't make them Ghanaians. Secondly, the Ga tribe, I'm an old person, though I'm young at heart. And as I'm speaking, you can see that I'm not talking as an old man, but I'm not, my age is not young, my age is old. And there's nothing like Yoruba Ghanaians. So people will just laugh at them. Nobody will recognize. You can't go to passport and say Yoruba Ghanaian. There's nothing like that. You see? So the Nigerians should stop this laziness and self-degrading, not paying attention or focusing to fix Nigeria. But all of them coming together. Europe, Igbos are coming to Ghana, setting up kingdoms. Look, So all of these people we are going to talk about, we are going to address these issues. But also our advice the Yorubas to stop being lazy, stop being degrading themselves. They have a country. Yoruba land is in Nigeria, not in Ghana. There's nothing like Yoruba land in Ghana. So if he has come to see the Ga chief and maybe he say, oh, we don't know, we know Gangwe. There's nothing like Yoruba in Ghana history. Yoruba in Ghana history as part of Ghanaians. No. You see? So if probably they think that they could bribe the king of Ghana to say they are part of it. It doesn't work like that. People are not stupid. So nobody is going to recognize him. Okay, of course, Ghana is bigger than it's not. That area is not the Accra is not the biggest place in Ghana. Okay, we are not going to recognize anybody. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying that we have to speed up. Ghanaians need to work out, come together. I don't know if you are listening, how serious they are. Leave the so-called ECOWAS. You have to impose visa, border restrictions. People coming into the country, must pass through borders and they have to satisfy requirements. And that is it. And that's what we are going to do. We are going to propose it as long as we are alive. So there's nothing like Yoruba Ghana Yoruba. They should stop the laziness and stop stop disgracing themselves and go and fix their country. Ghana is not part of Yoruba. What Yoruba? Why don't they have a land of Yoruba land in Ghana? Yoruba, how is the Yoruba land? Did they fight in Ghana to acquire land from anywhere? So that is it. So thank you for your advice. Anyway, you made a very sensible conclusion also. But when we are advising people, we shouldn't be insulted because personal insults do not help. We really need to educate. So I think Yorubas have to. I don't know why every Nigerian is running away to Ghana. You can't fight for. You have left the land for houses, and I don't know. Igbos are running away. Everybody is running away. A biggest country like this, and all of you are coming to Ghana to make it like Nigeria. And so, if Ghanaians choose to sit down and don't do anything about this, then the question is, what happened before Nigerians weren't able to stay in their own country? And now you come to Ghana, and then if we don't say anything and all Nigerians come and pack themselves as they're doing in Ghana, then Ghanaians, where will Ghanaians go? But it's not going to work anyway. It's not going to work. Because you can't go to passport office and say, I'm Yoruba Ghana, or I'm Yoruba from Ghana. It's not going to work, is it? It won't work. But I think it's left to some of us Ghanaians who are serious to bring all these issues into the fold. I mean, bring them into the public knowledge, and then Ghanaians should tell them that we don't have anything like Yoruba Ghana. Yoruba Ghanaians. It's a lazy term even. They should just put the idleness and the laziness aside and go and build their own country. I hope they are going to hear this message. No Ghanaian is going to recognize anything Yoruba Ghana. Even if the Ghanaians are not going to recognize it. And Ghana is not the largest area in Ghana. This is something that they have to understand. There's nothing like Yoruba Ghanaians. It doesn't exist. Simple. Period. Thank you, Mr. Manager.
Okay, God bless everybody. If you don't agree with anyone, you can reply. Correct the person. Tell the person what the person needs to know. And I'll be bringing more, because people are sending me more the Gan people in Ghana. No, sorry. The Yorubas. The Ghanaians Yorubas. The Ghanaians Yorubas. I'll be getting more video about the Ghanaians Yoruba in Ghana. The Ghanaians Yoruba in Ghana. We will be getting more video about it. Come and correct us how we have Ghanaians Yoruba in Ghana, because how do we have Ghanaians Yorubas in Ghana? Because the Gan people are not Yorubas. They are Gans. That is the only people I know in Accra. But now we get Ghanaians Yorubas according to the video they have been sending. I don't know. And yesterday video, some people were telling me that there's no voice. You can use your earpiece to use. Now so me too. Now so the video come to me. There's no voice, but if you put the earpiece, you can hear you perfectly. Then I bring it in for you people to know what is really happening. The Ghanaians Yorubas. Now so they call themselves Ghanaians Yorubas. They can't tell me how we managed to get the Ghanaians Yoruba. It's not about insult. So come and tell us how they get it. I'm waiting for you to explain more for me about it, because I don't know about Ghanaians Yoruba. Come and teach me. God bless everybody. My name is Master Manager Nigeria News. I just want to appreciate all of you, and I just want to say thank you and bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.